What's going on, guys? Greg and Stacy here with Kzoo Keto, bringing you another episode of Carbaholic Does Keto. This is week 29. This is the 29th episode of this series.
I know, it's crazy.
It is. So this series kind of talks about our keto journey. We talk about what foods we usually eat during the week. We talk about our weight loss journey. Pretty cool stuff. Sort of a true testament that keto works. And it's definitely come into our lifestyle. So if you guys are interested in learning more about keto and about us, we're pretty real, click that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications so when we post new videos, you guys are in the know. So my 32nd week, Stacy's looking up her numbers because she forgot to prepare, but my 32nd week on keto. And it's been a pretty cool ride. So I started out on December 15th and I weighed in at 371. It's just miserable. And as I said, 32nd week, and I am now, as of this morning, I weighed in at 272. So 1 pound shy of 100. So pretty cool, and that's challenged me today, in fact, because...
Is that why you're fasting?
Yeah, I think part of it. I mean, not really hungry, but I ate a late lunch. It was a busy day, so I ended up eating later than my normal window. And so I'm like, well, I pushed it until like 3 o'clock to eat. I certainly don't need to eat dinner like right after that because I'm not going to be hungry. So we'll see. We'll see. So no, not the only reason, but it's certainly a reason, because it would be nice to see that tomorrow. But we'll see how that works. What's your numbers?
So I started January 1st, and beginning weight for that was I'm gonna remember this one of these days. 293.2. 293.2. Today I weighed in at a new low, which is only 0.2 pounds from the last low, but 227.8, which is 65.4 pounds lost since January 1st.
Nice.
And yes, feeling much better. I do have my struggle days though.
Yeah, speaking
like
of
today,
struggles.
We'll get into that later. I've been trying to record in the mornings on the way to work to let you know what I'm gonna eat for lunch, because usually I eat my lunch at my desk. Can't record there. So here's my Monday morning. Good morning, it's Monday. It is 7 a.m. and I'm on my way into work an hour earlier than I normally do because it's my summer hours. So because of that, because I was having a bad Sunday night dreading Monday, meaning I did not get to sleep until I think close to 2 a.m., I'm gonna stop and get a bang. Because of the late night, as you can see, no makeup. I brought it with me to put it on at work. I just couldn't get up in time. Bang acquired. So for today, this week actually, I'm trying something a little different. I ran out of macadamia bread last week, and I was gonna make some more over the weekend, and I just didn't have time. So I'm gonna try no macadamia bread this week. I'm gonna save myself a few carbs every day and see if it makes any kind of a difference. What I'm doing is I have my Havarti cheese is basically gonna act as my bread. I have my 2 slices. Well, usually I only have 1 slice of Havarti cheese, but I have 2 slices with the chicken in between. So I'm not sure if it saves me any carbs or not, to be honest. Okay, so with my cheese and chicken, I also have a couple of Jack Snacks and some macadamia nuts. So we'll see how today goes. And I almost forgot the most important thing. I made some more chocolate chip cookies over the weekend. They are freaking delicious. So I have a couple of those too. We have a quick clip of what we had for dinner Monday night. Burger bowls, and I'm getting creative with mine. Threw some jack cheese in the middle. We have some little containers of spicy guacamole that we got from Aldi. And then we have some queso jalapeno cheese and jalapenos on some of the burgers. Does that one have jalapeno on it?
No, that's cheese.
Okay, so that's Mason's.
This is dinner, and that's lunch tomorrow.
And Morgan wanted mozzarella on hers.
And Adam?
And then Adam
Nothing.
is vanilla plain.
Just pickles. Actually, he'd probably eat bacon on it.
How was your burger?
Tasty. It is very jalapeno-y.
Yuck.
What part?
The jalapenos.
Delicious.
So I cut it, and it's gonna ooze. Look at that
Ooh, yum. Look at all that cheese. Just oozing.
Oozing.
Tuesday, so I got a couple more hours of sleep last night than I had the night before. Would love to get another bang this morning, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how that sucralose is affecting me. But my lunch today is a couple of pieces of Havarti cheese, again acting as my bread for my deli meat. It's pretty tasty yesterday actually. And then I also have 2 of the Jack Snacks, and I didn't bring any nuts today because Greg doesn't know this, but I actually did start tracking my macros again, just because I've looked back through the months and the amount of weight that has come off each month. And I've noticed the last couple of months I've really been struggling to lose. I've only lost like 4 or 5 pounds in the entire month, which I'm not super thrilled with. I mean, it's great that it's still coming down. I do have a couple of the chocolate chip cookies though that I made, just because I'm trying to get them out of the house. I was trying to get the kids to eat them last night. Now that I have that recipe where I like it, I can actually start making those and selling them at the farmer's market. And then maybe I can get a recipe video up sometime soon, maybe. I also, of course, have my Zip Fizz because I need it. And then I also grabbed a Zevia because of not stopping for the bang this morning, hoping the Zevia will kind of wake me up a little bit. Other than that, that is it for this afternoon. We'll see you at dinner.
Seasoning the chickens.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Now we both know that's not true for you. It's raw.
What all is in this seasoning?
It's the same chicken seasoning that I used in the chicken video.
Oh, so it's the really good chicken.
It's the really good chicken seasoning. Dinner, chicken dinner. Special rub, ketoized.
Chicken's done. Morgan's getting excited about making it
A pizza.
with mozzarella and pizza sauce. She was going to copy off of me and do the Chihuahua cheese until Greg mentioned the pizza sauce and the mozzarella. What are you doing, Greg?
I think we're the same actually.
Alright, it's Wednesday. It is super sunny. I am not complaining. It's just really hard to see when I'm driving into the sun. So for today, lunch, again, 2 pieces of Havarti cheese, deli chicken in the middle, and 2 Jack Snacks. I did bring half a Lily's bar with me, just for a little pizzazz. And then of course I have my Zip Fizz. I always forget to mention that, but Zip Fizz, every day Zip Fizz. I'm not sure what we're doing for dinner tonight. We talked about going to Blaze Pizza this week, so we might do that today, or we might do that tomorrow.
So I had thawed out some bacon, so I had eggs and bacon for dinner, and I pretty much skipped lunch. I just drank a bulletproof coffee in the morning, and then I kind of just skipped over to dinner.
Well, last night we were going to go to
Oh, right,
Blaze
yeah.
Pizza.
That's a good point.
That turned into a fiasco.
Yeah, so we'll back up a second. So Stacy was on the fence about the whole Blaze Pizza, and so we'll throw a shout out to OK Keto, Christy.
We'll link them up here.
Yeah, we'll link them. Because it sounds like she was not satisfied with hearing about brown rice, and she wanted to dig a little further, and it sounds like the brown rice that she found that they used is like a powder.
Something like that. It's not the brown rice that you think it is.
Okay.
And she has a pretty good, she puts a detailed explanation up on the screen.
And made Stacy a lot more comfortable about going.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're like, let's go. Last night we were like, let's go check out the Blaze Pizza. We'll do that.
But noticed on the site that they had a note that due to the popularity of the keto crust, some locations may not have it. So we didn't want to drive over there. Not that it's that far, but we didn't want to drive over there. There is absolutely no other reason for us to be in there.
Right. Or to go out for that matter. Right.
Yeah.
So we're like, this is going to be the only reason. So we're like, well, there's 2 locations. Both are within 10 minutes of us. So I'm like, well, give me the number, I'll call. Well, I called and I got, it's a local number to us, at least for our area
Both of them
code.
are local.
Yeah.
2 different numbers.
But they get rerouted to some call center. So and they actually have in the message that they can't do online orders. They can't do over the phone orders. They only want you to do online orders. And if they do over the phone order, it's only for pickup. They can't do delivery. I'm guessing something to do with that call center. So anyway, that was just a mess. So I finally got a hold of someone, and they said, oh, this is a call center. You'll have to call back the number you dialed, but you'll have to press like 3 on the options. It was rather lackluster. It was not super awesome.
Well, yeah, and you ended up trying that
yeah, literally.
and error. You figured out you had to dial 1 and then 3.
Yeah. I had to go for information, press 1 for information about the location. and then I can press 3 to get transferred to the location, of which nobody answered.
Nobody answers. It goes to voicemail.
And the more recent of the 2 locations that opened, it didn't even have the voicemail set up, so it just ended the call. So Blaze, I'm sure you're not listening, but Blaze, fix that. That's garbage. Like, you can't post something like that, and then not only that, they also removed it completely from the website.
Yeah, because we tried to order online.
And the app, so you can't order it. So
anyway, because of that, you did the eggs.
Yeah, I did the eggs and bacon. I'm like, you know, screw it, I'm just gonna have eggs and bacon. Keep it simple.
And then we've had a couple of Quest pizzas in the freezer for a few months because I found them at Target a long time ago and bought them, and just keep kind of forgetting about them. So I decided, all right, I'm finally going to try the cheese one. So I made that, and it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. To quote Nate, it doesn't taste like diet pizza.
So I didn't try it because I had my eggs, but I have heard a lot of other channels talk about them, and they're just, it's one of those things that, like the Lily's chocolate, it's not really good for you, but it's not really like gonna mess up your diet either. So just having a moderation is kind of the way to go. Generally, we kind of aim more towards the healthy style of keto.
Do a lot of eggs.
Yeah, we do a lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs.
This weekend, though, I'm pretty excited because I'm smoking a brisket. I'm actually starting it tonight, Thursday, and it will be done first thing in the morning. So I've got the old grill fired up and gonna be smoking that. So that's going to be exciting. Stacy doesn't really like my brisket though. It's a shame.
So one thing I forgot to mention is I've been getting back to the intermittent fasting. However, yesterday morning I was super hungry. So I got to work and I was like, okay, they sell in the little cafeteria, the little vending thing that we have, they sell hard-boiled eggs. I was like, all right, I'm going to get some of those.
Do they have them yolkless?
No, they do not.
Huh.
They didn't have any.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, okay, I'll get some cheese. And usually they have like these things of Colby Jack cheese that are like that big. It's just a flat slab. Didn't have that. They had string cheese.
She doesn't like string cheese. Mozzarella, which she eats now, but
not on its own. And they had pepper jack, like stick cheese. And I'm like, I've had that from there before. It's not the greatest. And then I saw they had cheese curds, and I was like, what the hell is a cheese curd? So I pull it out and I'm looking at it. It's just cheese. I looked at the ingredients. It's just cheese. There is something in there for a little bit of a preservative, but it says it's just aged cheddar cheese from Wisconsin. And I was like, okay. So I bought it. And I felt really weird in the beginning of eating it because they are called cheese curds. And the whole terminology of curd.
Sure you're not thinking cud?
No, curd.
Okay.
Curd makes me think of like spoiled milk and things like that.
Not too far off.
So I was kind of grossed out in the beginning of eating it, and one of the girls I work with was laughing at me, and she was like, oh, grow up.
Right.
She's like, it's just the pieces they couldn't get into a nice block shape.
That's pretty much what it is.
And I'm like, all right. So I ate that. And I ended up doing it again today, actually. Because I was super hungry this morning as well.
It's Thursday, so it's my Friday. Yay, last day getting up at 6 a.m. this week. I'm thinking a lot of people are off because there's hardly any traffic, and this is weird. I kind of wondered if I was leaving too early. So, as I mentioned in the video, I had the Quest pizza last night. It was good. First time trying that. So I only ate half of it because, Greg had his eggs. And so I have the other half of that for lunch today. And I have a couple of the Jack Snack cheeses and the other half of the Lily's bar that I took yesterday. And then, of course, I always have my Zip Fizz.
Been on the struggle bus all week. Today was bad. So there's a lady at work that was going to Earth Fair to go pick up some lilies because I got her into them, and they're on sale right now, 2 for $7.
Dog just saw the sprinklers turn on.
She offered to pick some up for me, so I said sure. so she grabbed an extra 2, and I didn't think they're always out. Like whenever I go there, there's usually only 2 there. So I didn't think she'd get enough to give me any. But she comes in this morning and she has 2 for me. So I had them sitting on my desk, and after lunch I kept thinking about them, and then I had to go sit in on an 1.5-hour webinar, which just
Trains you.
killed me. So we got back from that, and I was like, well, I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna eat half. And I got done with that.
Which she has half in her lunch that she already ate,
Yes,
right?
so that equals 1 whole bar. But then a little bit later, I was like, the monster has not quieted, and lost control, and I ate the other half. So I had 1.5 entire bars of Lily's chocolate today. So that wasn't cool, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it too much, because that's not going to solve anything for me.
Nope.
Just move on with life and know that I screwed up.
That's what you gotta do. It
And
happens.
try not to do it again.
And we do that by not having Lily's at work, other than what you can
Well, what I've been doing is taking just half the bar and putting it in a bag. I'm not taking the whole bar, because that's what I did before, is I would take the whole bar,
Yeah.
break it in half, put the other half in a baggie, and leave it there at work for me to have the next day.
Yeah.
So now I've just been taking half the bar, which is what I did today.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 more at my disposal.
No bueno.
So
One of them made it home.
that's that. Yeah. And then for dinner tonight, he's fasting. That kind of makes me feel a little bit like a failure with all of his fasting that he's been doing lately. But I had my coconut milk with my collagen powder, the Keto brand collagen powder chocolate, and then I had a 4-egg omelet, because I want to not eat until like 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure I got enough stuff in. So I did the 4-egg omelet with 2 slices of Havarti in there and some heavy cream. So yes, I'm over on stuff today for sure.
For sure. Carbs included.
Yeah, everything. Over on everything. But whatever, you know.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not doing it every day.
Right. So as I mentioned, I didn't get to eat till 3 o'clock today, but when I did, I got basically I had pizza eggs. So I had 4 eggs with mozzarella cheese, pizza sauce, and I had some ham and mushrooms, as well as a half a cup of blueberries. So probably under calories. I probably should eat something, but if I'm not feeling the urge, I'm gonna wait this one out and then probably just eat in the morning. All week I just had my bulletproof coffees, which is basically just coffee with a little heavy cream and a tablespoon of butter, Kerrygold, and monk fruit sweetener, usually vanilla or chocolate.
Feeling a little bloated today.
Feel a little bloated.
Just a little.
Don't know why.
Just a
You're
little.
gonna probably have some serious fun times with all that fiber you digested.
So tomorrow is Greg's birthday.
Yes.
The big 4-5.
What? I'm gonna be 4-5? Yeah. Nothing really planned. I gotta work. Stacy's off. That seems fair, right? Sounds like we're gonna celebrate it next Tuesday with the family, so that'll be nice. Go out to dinner or something. Or maybe my mom buy steaks and then I'll make them or something. Sounds like a winner too. Alright guys, it's official. Made it another year around the sun. And my company always does a really cool thing, and they send us man crates.
You send the men man crates.
I don't really know what they send the women. The cool thing about these is they come with your own little crowbar. And if you're mean like us, we put stuff in here for like Secret Santa stuff or those white elephant gifts, and then we re-glue them and we make our family open up like underwear or something weird. Let's see what's inside this. I'm sure this year it's not going to be keto approved. So
Probably not. Last couple of years it's been food stuff.
a lot of food stuff. A lot of barbecue stuff.
Holy crap.
This one won't be getting reviewed.
No.
But let's see what we got inside. The Fountain of Booze. Brew Candy. Contains a mix of IPA, roast stout, and honey flavored candies. Interesting. A 33 bottles of beer tasting journal. So you can actually document your process on what you like of each type. This is pretty cool, actually. I might use this as a water bottle.
That's a pretty big water bottle.
Right? Drink local cold beer. And it even has my name on it.
I know, I saw that.
It's pretty cool.
This is personalized.
That means that Stacy cannot steal it because it has Gregory on it. I'm guessing in these little boxes here, we're going to have some additional stuff. Probably for making said equipment. Let's see what we got. This is a stubborn box because I'm opening it wrong. Oh!
Nice.
Glasses. I'm guessing this is also a glass. That is the deal.
Alright. So 2 glasses, candy,
2 glasses,
a journal,
candy, journal,
and a growler.
And yes! Drink local. Gregory, cold beer. Nice. Of our content can be a little bit more on the adult side. And if you haven't watched all of our Cookbook Keto videos till the end, you are missing out on a lot of fun stuff. At least to us, and to what most people who also are 12-year-olds would enjoy. So I encourage you to go back and look at some of the Cookbook Ketos. You get to the point where you're like, okay, they're done, and then you turn it off. You should go back and check them out again and go to the very end, or just watch the whole video over again. Go to the very end, because when we go black and white,
It's usually the last few minutes.
so we had so many bloopers in the last Cookbook Keto. It was like 5 minutes worth of extra content. Make sure you watch the videos, because I'm telling you, you never know what's going to come up.
It's true.
And I'm not talking about just that's what she said jokes. Although there's probably
Those
a few
are
of those.
sprinkled throughout the video themselves.
Yeah. They
Because there's always so many.
Not so many.
Something was touching me.
Uh-oh. It was Odie. Odie was like touching you.
It was a bug.
Alright, well that's it for us today, guys. Odie says goodbye. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Until then, stay keto.